Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Wi-Fi battle. Today we have a battle against May. This is just another random person from the online festival plaza. And as you can see, she has a really cool team there, which should make for another good match. So we're going to get right into it. So, looking at her team, I was thinking she was going to want to lead with either the Ariados or the Charizard, so I decided to lead with my Shiinotic, hoping to get a Spore off on either one of those, as she does end up leading with the Ariados. So she is just going to go straight for the Sticky Web as predicted to go ahead and get that entry hazard set up on my side of the field. I do go for the Spore. Unfortunately, this thing ends up carrying the Insomnia ability, so that's not going to do anything. Pretty large miscalculation on my part there, so I'm going to have to switch out this turn. I'm going to go directly into my Regirock as she does go for the Poison Jab, so not going to do anything to me. I am max physical defense, and she does take actually more damage from the Rocky Helmet there than I took from the attack, which was kind of funny. So she is going to go for the switch this turn directly into the Toxicroak, as I am just going to go for the Stealth Rock to get the entry hazard set up on her side of the field as well. So this turn she is just going to go straight for a Drain Punch, trying to get as much damage as possible. That will knock me down to about 2/3 health. Then she is going to take some damage from the Rocky Helmet, and I am going to fire off an Earthquake in return. And that will be enough to take out the Toxicroak and drop her down to 5 Pokemon. So then she is going to come in with Shaman, and she's going to take some damage from the rocks, and that is going to force me to switch out. I don't want to get taken out with a Grass attack, so I'm going to come back in with my Shiinotic, predicting that, as I am going to get my speed reduced thanks to the Sticky Web, and she does go for the Leech Seed, so not going to do anything to me there, but then she is going to regain some health with the Leftovers. So this turn, she is going to go for the switch. Probably doesn't have any good moves to hit me with, so she is going to go right back into the Ariados. And she's going to take some damage from the rocks there, as I am just going to go for a Moonblast to get damage on whatever she left in. That is going to knock this thing into the red, but it does survive, and then I actually do get the special attack drop, which was kind of nice. But I am going to have to switch out once again this turn. I don't want to get taken out with a poison attack, so once again I am going to go into the Regirock, predicting that, as she does go for the Poison Jab. So not going to do much of anything there, but unfortunately she does get the poison this time, which does suck. She is just barely going to survive the Rocky Helmet damage there as well in the red, which also sucks, and then I do take some damage from the poison. So this turn she is going to go for a Psychic, revealing she's actually a mixed set, which isn't going to do much of anything to me. I go for the Stone Edge and I actually miss, which does suck, and then I am going to get knocked down to 19 health in the red from the poison damage. So I do want to switch out this turn. I want to try and save my Regirock, so I am going to switch in with my Persian, hoping for the Psychic once again. I do get the speed reduction from the Sticky Web, and she actually goes for the Fell Stinger instead, which I am able to survive with about 1/3 of my health, fortunately. And then this turn I am going to go ahead and bust out the Z move, which is of course going to be the Dark Z move. And that is actually going to be the Z Parting Shot. So it is going to lower her attack and special attack, and give me the mandatory switch as well, and then whichever Pokemon I switch in will be healed back to full thanks to the Z move. So I am going to come in with my Regirock off of that to go ahead and get that guy back up to full health. Unfortunately, it doesn't cure the poisoning as well, but what are you going to do, as she actually goes for the Felled Stinger once again, which isn't going to do much of anything to me, and then she is going to go down to the Rocky Helmet damage there and knock her down to 4 Pokemon, as I do take some more damage from the poison. So then she is going to come back in with Shaman and take more damage from the rocks. And once again, that is going to force me to switch out. I don't want to get taken out with a Grass attack, so I am actually just going to switch in with my Persian as fodder at this point. Not 100% sure what she's going to do. I do get the speed reduction off the Sticky Web, and then she is going to go for the Earth Power this time around, which is going to be enough to finish off my Persian, dropping me down to 5 Pokemon, and then she is going to regain more health with the Leftovers. So then I am going to come in with Shiinotic once again and get the speed reduction from the sticky web. And she's going to once again switch out, so definitely doesn't have any good moves for me there. She's going to switch in with the Charizard and lose half health to the rocks, which was great, of course. I'm going to go for the Sludge Bomb here to get as much damage as possible. Unfortunately, this thing will survive that in the red. So this turn I am going to go for the switch. I don't want to take a fire attack from this thing, regardless of which Mega it ends up being. So I am going to switch in with my Jellicent and lose some speed to the Sticky Web, as she does go for the Mega Evolution here into Mega Charizard X. And she does end up going for the Heat Wave, so I am max special defense with an Assault Vest, so that's not going to do much of anything to me at all. And then this turn she's actually going to go for the Solar Beam, which was a pretty interesting choice there. But that does need a turn to charge, so I am just going to go straight for a Shadow Ball. I actually do get a crit, which didn't matter. That is going to finish off the Charizard there, and that will drop her down to 3 Pokemon. So then she is going to come back in with Shaman and take more damage from the rocks. And I'm just going to stay in here to try and get damage on this thing. She does outspeed me and hit me with a Seared Flare, but I am able to survive that with about a quarter of my health. She does get the harsh special defense drop, but I'm going to hit this thing with an Ice Beam in return, which will take it down to about a quarter, which was pretty good. And then she's going to regain more health with the leftovers. So I decided to stay in here and just sack this thing off since I don't want to risk a switch. So one more Seed Flare is going to finish off my Jellicent there and drop me down to 4 Pokemon, as she is going to regain more health with the leftovers. So then I am going to come back in with my Shiinotic once again, and again my speed will be lowered from the Sticky Web. And this thing is just going to hit me with a Psychic here. I'm guessing it's the best attack it has for me, so it will only take me down by about a quarter, and then I am going to go for a Moonblast in return, which will be enough to finish off the Shaman and drop her down to 2 Pokemon, as I do regain some health with my leftovers. So then she is going to come in with Dragonite, and she's going to take some damage from the rocks. And she is going to go for the Fire Punch here, outspeeding me, hoping to take me out. Luckily, I do survive that with 24 health in the red, which is going to finally let me go for the Spore, which will put this thing to sleep, which is obviously great for me. And then she is actually going to regain some health with the leftovers, and I will also regain some more health with my leftovers. So this turn she is actually going to go for the switch, not wanting me to do anything while the Dragonite is asleep. She is going to switch in with the Slurpuff and take some damage from the rocks, as I am going to switch out myself into my Combuskin, and I'm going to get the speed reduction from the Sticky Web. So this turn she is going to go for the Belly Drum, and that will take her down by half health. And then max out her attack stat, of course, and then she is going to go ahead and pop the Citrus Berry to go ahead and get put back up to about 2/3 health. I'm just going to go for the Swords Dance as well, which will give me that sharp attack increase, and then of course my speed boost will activate to give me a speed increase, so we are both set up here. She is still going to outspeed me, unfortunately. She is going to hit me with that Drain Punch, which will knock me all the way down to my Focus Sash, but I do survive. That is actually going to put her back up to full health from the Drain Punch, but I am going to go for the Flare Blitz in return, and fortunately that is going to be enough to one-shot kill the Slurpuff, but I am going to be going down to recoil damage there as well, so that is going to leave her with just 1 Pokemon, me with 3. So we both are going to get a blind switch. She is going to come back in with Dragonite. I'm going to come back in with Shiinotic, and she's going to take damage from the rocks, as I am going to lose my speed to the Sticky Web, and she is still asleep this turn, fortunately, so nothing she can do there, as I am just going to go for the Moonblast, and that is going to be enough to finish off the Dragonite with a critical hit. I don't think it mattered, but either way, that is game. So I won that one 3-0 against May, but that was a fun match. Thanks for watching again, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed. Please hit that like button, leave a comment, and or subscribe if you did enjoy, and stay tuned for more new battles in the future. Also, this is actually going to be the last battle that I post with this team. I had a lot of fun using this team, and it worked out really well, but as is always the case, I am going to be putting this team to the side now, and coming up next time, actually, on the next episode of the Captain's Table, I'm going to have a pretty big announcement about future battles on the channel regarding me actually joining up another draft league. So stay tuned for all that. That's it, and we'll see you next time.